Spence said he returning, as we all know, sometime late spring, early summer. And he said, basically, what they saying behind the scenes, he's going to take on Danny Garcia. And I feel that Danny Garcia is a tune-up. So let's talk a little bit about it. We back, Goodfellow Sports TV. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. If he wanted to hit the ground running, then it should have been a unification bout with Terence Crawford or Manny Pacquiao. But I'll get to that towards the end. But yeah, Danny Garcia is a tune-up. When you look at it, at most of the things Danny Garcia accomplished, his Hall of Fame foundation is built off 140. Amir Khan, Lucas Matisse, guys that he beat down there. Which, like I said before, I think his 140 run was better than Terence Crawford 140 run. But you can't control who you fight. Both of them cleaned out a division. And the only reason Danny didn't become undisputed was because politics. And I'm not talking about the other side of street politics. It was because Lucas Matisse turned down a IBF title shot with Lamont Peterson. So they fought at 141 because he didn't think if he won the belt that Danny Garcia was going to fight him. So he wanted to keep his mandatory position for Danny Garcia. And he still didn't become Danny mandatory. Danny chose to fight him. So bad mistake on his behalf, right? So he never became a real world title holder. That regular WBA he won didn't count to me. But at the same time, you look at Danny Garcia's resume, you look at the top 5 welterweights in the division, however you want to chop them up, Pacquiao, Errol, Spence, Terence Crawford, Keith Thurman, Sean Porter. You know what I'm saying? So those are like 5 you got right there. All right. And then if you go down, then you might get to Danny Garcia. You know what I'm saying? And you might get to Ugis and guys like that. But Danny Garcia is a tune-up. And that's the God honest truth, man. Danny Garcia has done absolutely nothing at 147. He did stop Paulie, but he struggled. But Sean Porter stopped Paulie in a matter of rounds. I mean, Adrian Broner did it years before. Cotto did it first, a long time ago. And then you look at, he struggled with Robert Guerrero. That was debatable. People really thought that could have went either way. He lost to Danny. He lost to Keith. He lost to Sean. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, people can say, I thought he beat Sean. He lost, what BoxRec said. At the end of the day, Danny Garcia has come up short in every fight. And I understand Danny Garcia got a mean knuckle game, got big left hook, good right hand, good counter puncher, and he can hurt Errol Spence. But if Errol Spence fighting like he did Mikey Garcia, he shouldn't have no problems with Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia is like 1.5 inches or 2 inches taller than Mikey, but he only got a half inch reach advantage on Mikey. They both unathletic. You know what I'm saying? So, if Errol Spence just boxed and used the ring on Danny Garcia, it is a tune-up. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. It's a glorified tune-up. And nothing special about Danny Garcia. And at the end of the day, if anything, the accident, and they make a pay-per-view, the accident make the pay-per-view more appealing. You know what I'm saying? The accident add a little bit of sprinkles on top of the ice cream. Add a little Parmesan cheese on top of the spaghetti. That's what the accident do. The accident raises the fight profile. And people gonna pay because they want the Danny Garcia good. He got a good popularity, but people gonna pay because they want to know what's going on, how Errol Spence is gonna look. So the intrigue gonna be dope, for the fight. So if anything, the accident added appeal to the fight. But at the end of the day, it's a glorified tune-up. Danny Garcia is proven to be a middle of the pack welterweight. But people say, well, people want Crawford to fight, and that's because Danny Garcia's daddy called Crawford an N-word. Called him a nappy head N-word for y'all don't know. Danny Garcia's dad comes off as a racist. I don't care what he say. Oh, I got black friends. We employ, I don't care. That's the overplay for the underplay. We not stupid. At least, hopefully, you guys ain't that naive. But if Errol Spence want to impress me, he want to come back full force, we'll come back versus Terence Crawford. That's to impress me. At the end of the day, Brian Kenny shouldn't have to bring up Terence Crawford's name. Just like you willingly brought up Danny Garcia, Ivan Rechik, I think he brought up, And you willingly brought up Manny Pacquiao. Look, the Pacquiao boat is sailed, bro. If Pacquiao don't fight you while you coming off a motorcycle accident, or excuse me, a car accident right now, the ultimate opportunist, he not gonna fight you. This is a perfect opportunity for Pacquiao to fight Errol Spence. He called you out. You know, you got some options. Amir Khan, Danny Garcia, Mikey Garcia. You got some options. It's the best time to fight him, in my opinion. But at the end of the day, the fight people want to see is Crawford. We understand that they didn't acknowledge him on the board again. They changed it from the champions, title holders, to the PBC universe of fighters and stuff of that nature. But if you want to impress people, that's the fight to take. You know, people are tired of you. I mean, nobody wants to see Danny Garcia, but I understand Danny is a mandatory. Then you got a mandatory with Top Rank in the IBF. You know what I'm saying? But the fight people still want to see. If you fight them, it makes me no difference because it's going to be a built-in excuse. But giving the excuses and saying you the king of the 47-pound division and all of that, man, will show us, man. Every now and again, the king of the jungle got to fuck somebody up. All right? The lion got to fuck somebody up to keep the young lions or the aspiring lions to be king off of him. All right? Every now and again, Mufasa had to put paws on the nigga. You know what I'm saying? Every now and again, Simba got to choke a nigga. You know what I'm saying? You got to let him know, got to beat up a hyena or two. You ain't the king, bro. Like, at the end of the day, you ain't the king. Kings don't duck and hide. Kings take the best available route. It ain't no certain way where you got to catch them all. There's nowhere in the book that said you got to get the IBF, then the WBC, then the WBA, then the WBO. There's no way. You get them how you live. You get them how you live. You get them how you get them. You know what I'm saying? You saying the king, you're not the king. You're not the king until you establish yourself, number one. And it's murky right now. It been murky. You barely beat Easy Road Sean Porter. You barely beat him. People want to say, oh, you the king. You can't be the king. Because you got people saying it's debatable between you and Terence Crawford. You got people saying it's debatable between you and Manny Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? You ain't out here just blowing through a division. You ain't out here just steamrolling everybody. You just went 12 with a lightweight. Y'all want to call him a junior welterweight? There you go. Whatever you want to call him. You just went 12 with him. So how you the king of the division? Sean Porter, you supposed to blow him out the water. You just barely beat him. And now you suffered an accident, and that's going to be your built-in excuse for you and your fan base. So maybe it takes some pressure off him. Now he maybe go out there trying to get the knockout. Again. But all of a sudden, you know, this is a nigga that came from 54 down to 47. You struggling with lightweights. You struggling with the easy road. You know what I'm saying? You're struggling to call out the top dogs. You know, if Crawford too small, you say you're going to stop him. Well, we want to see it. We don't want to wait to 2021, 2022. You know what I'm saying? We don't want you to, you know, get out the division and say you can't make the weight no more. If you want to go chase Manny Pacquiao, be my guest. But just don't forget, on your Christmas list, on your grocery list, to be the king, you got to fight the biggest adversary there. You got to fight the biggest competition. Pacquiao ain't no competition. What can you do to Pacquiao that ain't been done? All you chasing a check, the check ain't going to be that big, bro. Y'all going to do like 500,000 pay-per-view, 600,000. That's what they going to report. That's what y'all going to do. There ain't no million. Now, if you tell me you and Pacquiao going to do $1 million, I get it. But motherfuckers don't know who you is. And people stopped checking for Pacquiao a long time ago like that. At the end of the day, why not do something that's meaningful to your career? You put Bud Crawford scalp on your resume, man, that boosts you all the way to Hall of Famer. You put a pruned up and Manny Pacquiao on your resume, what that mean? He been stopped to the body. Twice. He been stopped on the jaw. He old. Doesn't do nothing for you. Get your priorities straight. But Danny Garcia ain't nothing but a glorified tune-up. Y'all know what the business is. Goodfellas Sports TV. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, bell icon button. Share the video. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email. If you got business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests, keep sharing the videos. Want to make a donation to the channel? That link's in the description. Best way to donate. Share the video one time for the one time. Y'all know what the business is. Goodfellas Sports TV. And don't forget to check out our playlist, boxing news, rumors, and much, much more. We gone.